So this is my attempt at doing a hip thrust with cables because the plate-loaded belted hip thrust machine that I've used is amazing for the hip thrust. And I've seen people do the hip thrust in the Smith machine with the bench like this. And so this is my attempt at trying to figure out how to do it under heavy load, get into the machine, somehow that, you know, I'm locked in and I have enough range of motion to go up and down within this kind of situation. The limits that I have is that the bench can only go so far into the machine, unfortunately, and we're gonna see if this works. I tried it just before filming it. So I use, this is I don't know if you can see it here. I'll show you maybe in another video. This is just a, basically it's a weighted belt. And I just took the chains off and then I use it in my machine for kickbacks, you know, vertical hip thrusts. And now I'm gonna try hip thrusts here in the bench with this. Now the thing that I get stuck at is being able to clip it. Like if I was able to clip it and then basically tighten it, that would work better. But I can lift it to hook it because I'm strong enough. So if I was with my clients, I would be able to get them in the machine and also get them out of the machine. But if you train by yourself, you know, you want to be able to do these things by yourself. So here I'm in, I can feel it's pushing down on my hips, which is great. And I already know the position for a hip thrust and what it should feel like. It's a narrower stance because the bench is narrow. And so it's more like, the first time I tried it, it's more like a froggy situation, but it really gets me right in the middle of the glutes, where for me, I don't have a lot of volume there. And so that's where I need to be working. So, but if you have no hip thrust or you've maxed out at weights at home, this might be also a good option for you. And so the bench is inclined, the bottom part of the bench is inclined, and this belt is comfortable. So I'm not even worried about that. And I'm gonna have to slide up a bit, up, squeeze, and back down. So I get the stretch at the bottom, which is what I'm looking for, and up and squeeze and back down. Right now, I already know that I can go heavier. This is not really much of a challenge. I can feel a good burn starting, but I definitely can go heavier. And luckily, since my feet are so close, I'm not really getting a lot of hamstring actually, and I'm not really even getting a lot of quad. It's really in the center part of my glutes. So this is the hip thrust, obviously cable hip thrust, in the FT1, set up with an incline bench, and it works. And you could probably go with, let's try it, single leg stuff. Oh yeah, that would be killer. Yeah, that's nice. So that one I can feel definitely more in my adductors and more in my glutes, definitely in the bottom of the glute, especially down here like that, and up and squeeze. So that's two different options that you can use within the cable system. And the belted, the weighted belt, as well as an incline bench. I don't know, will you try it? Let me know in the comments. And if you do, let me know what you think. Okay, talk soon, guys. Now, how do I get out? Pull the pin. Ah, there we go.